YouTube channel Anand Solves. Today I am going to solve the daily challenge of LeetCode. Today's problem is detect cycle in 2D grid. The problem says that given a 2D array of characters grid of m cross n size, and you need to find if there exists any cycle consisting of the same value in grid, and a cycle is a path of length 4 or more in the grid that starts and ends with us at the same cell. From a given cell you can move to one of the cells adjacent to it in one of the four directions: up, down, left or right, if it has the same value of the current cell. Also you can move to the cell that you visited in the last move, and you cannot move at that cell. And for example, the cell 1 comma 1 1 comma 2 and again 1 comma 1, so we cannot move back to the particular parent cell. And if invalid, because it is invalid because 1 comma 2 is visited and 1 comma 1 was the last visited cell. Return true if any cell of the same value exists in the grid, otherwise return false. What the question says? Question says that we have given a grid and we have to find the cycle of the same character inside the grid along with the four directions, and we have to keep track only single character, and the cycle must be formed by the four directions. In the single character we have at least four, we have to visit at least four length or more. And one important thing, that we cannot go the previous cell, that is its parent cell, so we have to keep track of visited also. So let's take the first example. In this first example there exist two cycles. One cycle is made of a character, and second cycle is made up of b character, and as soon as we get one cycle, just we will return true. So there exist at least one cycle. So if there any cycle present in the grid, we will return true, otherwise false. So in the second example there exists a cycle with the help of character c, and in the third example we cannot create any cycle, so this answer is false. So let's move on the coding part. So how we will sort this? By using a visited array, we will mark every cell visited and check for the cycle from each cell, and by using DFS function we will calculate, or we will find there exist any cycle or not. So for that we will take a row and column, that is the row is the size of length of grid, and call equal to len of grid 0, which is the initial length of row and column. And after that we will create a visited array. Visited array is a 2D array or 2D list that is initially false, in that every row is initially false into call for underscore in range row. And we have created a visited array. Apart from that, we have to take a directions, that directions having four directions, that having four direction: up, down, left, right. So 0 comma 1 1 comma 0 0 comma minus 1 minus 1 comma 0 minus 1 comma 0. And after having these four directions, we have to check for one by one each cell. For that I will take for I in range row, then for j in range call. We will check if it is not visited, of I j. If it is not visited, then I will check for the cycle, if there exists cycle or not. So for that I will check if DFS, this DFS function we will create later for detecting the cycle which having the location of ij, that current cell I comma j, and its parent, that is initially parent of ij is -1 because we haven't visited any cell before it. So -1 comma -1, and the character which is grid of ij. This will keep track of the character of the particular same character that should be equal or same throughout the complete cycle. So if DFS function returns true, then I will return true, and for after completing all these cells we haven't find any cycle, then after that we will return false, and finally we will return false. And for this DFS function we have to create another function known as definition of the function DFS that has location x comma y, and parent of x comma parent of y, and one thing is character. So as I get inside the function, we will mark our visited of x comma y equal to true, that we have visited this cell. After that marking the visited, we will check for the 4 direction for dx comma dy in directions, and in the 4 direction we will create our new new location which is nx comma ny, that is made up of previous x plus dx comma y plus dy. Okay, these are our new points, and we have to check the condition, boundary condition for that. If not, these are outside of the boundary, then we will continue. We will neglect all the conditions that are not true here. So if it is not inside the boundary, which is 0 is less than nx, less than equal to nx, less than rho, and 0 is less than equal to ny, which is less than cols. If it is not inside the boundary, then what we will do, we will just continue, that means you skip it. And after that we have to check another condition, that is if the character is not same, that means the grid of new nx and ny location is not equal to the same character char, then I will skip it. That means I will continue to the next part. And if the next condition is, we have to check for the parent, that means nx is equal to parents. So parents should not be the same, so if parents are same, then also we continue parent of x and ny equal to both location x and y having pointing to the same parent value, then we can continue it, parent continue. And after that if our above condition true, then I will check whether we have got the same character again or not. So for this I will check if the visited of nx and ny is that means nx and ny is visited, that means we have detected a cycle, and at that point of time we will return true. And for the following other cells, we will again recursively count the same function inside the function with the new points nx and ny, and at this time our parents would be x and y and character remains same. And if the condition is true, then I am going to return true, else if throughout the function we haven't any cycle, then I will return false. So in this way our function will detect is there any cycle with the same character or not. Let's try to run it. There is something misspelled, that in speed of L we have written D. Now run it. Okay, it is accepted now. Try to submit that. Yeah, it is accepted. Thanks for watching, and please support my channel.